Welcome to our automotive journey. Today, we delve into the heart of automotive excellence with the Audi R8 2024. Brace yourself for an in-depth exploration of the pinnacle of speed, style, and technological innovation. The Audi R8 2024 captivates from the first glance, boasting a redesigned exterior that seamlessly merges futuristic aesthetics with its inherently sporty essence. Every curve and contour serves not only to turn heads but to enhance aerodynamics and performance. Step into the cockpit and immerse yourself in a symphony of advanced technologies. From intuitive navigation systems to state-of-the-art safety features, the Audi R8 2024 redefines the driving experience. Even the digital driver's display, which the R8 shares with the Huracan, looks a little less special in the Audi. The system's graphics are hard to fault, though, and the steering wheel mounted controls make it much easier to use than the vertical touchscreen you get in a McLaren 570S. Beneath the hood lies a powerhouse of engineering mastery. Experience the raw force and dynamic precision as the Audi R8 2024 effortlessly commands the road. Our review meticulously dissects its technical specifications, showcasing the cutting-edge features that elevate it to a class of its own. The Audi 8 South African Rand is also easier to live with than the McLaren. For such a low, wide car, it's a doddle to drive, even if you spend lots of time around town, and its suspension is supple enough to protect your spine from all but the most monstrous potholes. Head out onto faster backroads and the Audi R8 feels even more stable and soaks up ruts and undulations without breaking a sweat. Every model comes with a fast-shifting automatic gearbox, and you can have a grippy quattro four-wheel drive system which makes sure you always have ample grip, even on slippery road surfaces. As a result, the Audi R8 gives you the confidence to pin the accelerator and enjoy the full acoustic experience of its fabulous V10 engine. Unlike almost every other supercar on sale, the Audi R8 uses a naturally aspirated engine, meaning it doesn't rely on power-boosting turbochargers to produce 620 horsepower in performance guise. As a result, it responds instantly when you floor the throttle and sounds absolutely wonderful while doing so. Sure, it's not particularly economical, and in four-wheel drive form, the R8 can't carry quite as much luggage in its front-mounted boot as some rear-wheel drive supercars, but none of this should put you off. The Audi 8 South African Rand is seriously good fun to drive, and the fact that it's comfortable enough to use every day means you can enjoy the sound of its fabulous V10 at every opportunity. The Audi R8 has an RRP range of £135,045 to £171,150. Most people don't buy a supercar for driving around town, but if you plan to show off your Audi R8 circling Chelsea High Street, or you just live in the city, it's good to know this sensible supercar can handle built-up areas surprisingly well. The car's drive select is a big help. Switch it into its comfort setting and it lightens the steering, dulls the throttle response and tones down the exhaust note. The resulting light steering makes it easy to thread through traffic. The throttle isn't jerky and you won't be setting car alarms off with the scream of the charismatic V10 nestled in the engine bay behind you. The optional adaptive dampers take this a step further by giving the R8 suspension comfort that's at odds with its hard-riding supercar image. It's even pretty good over speed humps. Okay, so having the engine at the back isn't great for rearward visibility, but it's not a major issue when you're parking because the R8 has a reversing camera that beams a detailed picture onto the digital display behind the steering wheel. Parking sensors are also fitted front and rear, but the former isn't needed because the R8's huge windscreen and low scuttle mean you get a great view out the front. The R8 also feels completely at home on the motorway. Alright, so its engine is a little noisier than in some alternatives, and it doesn't have the lazy power delivery of turbocharged cars like the Porsche 911 and Mercedes-AMG GT, but then it sounds better and is just as quick if you keep the throttle pinned. One place the R8 shows its age is in its driving aids, which don't stretch much further than cruise control that holds you at a preset speed, a bit of an omission when even a basic Toyota Yaris can accelerate, brake and steer itself on the motorway. Unsurprisingly, the Audi R8 Coupe shines the brightest on twisty roads. Driving the 8 South African Rand is a real sensory experience. Its V10 engine screams in a way the turbocharged Porsche 911 and Mercedes-AMG GT can't match, and its gear shifts are lightning quick. Keep all the driving aids on and the 8 South African Rand is completely benign, but you can loosen them in stages to let the car slide in corners or turn them off entirely for arching burnouts. The Audi R8 isn't particularly practical, but it's pretty good for a supercar, although you'll have to buy a Porsche 911 if you need back seats. One of the Audi R8's biggest selling points is how user-friendly it is for a supercar. Sure, it's low to the ground, but its big doors give decent access and you don't have to clamber over a huge sill as you do in some cars like this. Audi has also resisted the urge to strip its supercar of luxury features, so the seats are electrically adjustable and have a memory function so you can return to your driving position at the touch of a button. The seats are also heated, and have lumbar adjustment. While the standard seats already offer plenty of lateral support, you can swap them for a pair of racing buckets. They look cool and offer more support, but only their height adjustment is electrical, and you also lose the standard passenger seat's ISOFIX mounts for the safe fitting of a child seat. In terms of interior storage, the door pockets are too slim for a bottle, and the tray in front of the gear stick is too small for a big smartphone. But you do get a large glove box, 2 USB sockets and a 12-volt socket, pretty good for a supercar. What's not so good are the cup holders hidden under the front center console. They're too big to grip energy drinks, while large bottles clatter your elbow when driving. The Audi R8 is mid-engine, so its luggage space is under its bonnet like in a Porsche 911. The Audi's boot is slightly less practical, however, with a 112-litre capacity, about half what you get in a Volkswagen up-city car, versus the Porsche's 132 litres. The Audi's boot isn't as deep as the Porsche's, and its funny shape makes it difficult to make use of the space it does have. As ever, Audi's virtual cockpit display shows style doesn't need to come at the expense of function. It looks great, plus its multiple layouts and ability to punch up a huge sat-nav map behind the steering wheel are very handy. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are also fitted, so you can use your phone's apps on the car's big screen. Basic versions of the Audi R8 get a 5-speaker, 140-watt stereo. That's okay, but the Bang & Olufsen system fitted to edition models is a lot more like it. It has 13 speakers and a 550 watts output that has no difficulty filling the cabin with a tsunami of sound, plus its backlit Bang & Olufsen emblems are a classy touch. All Audi R8s come with a 7-speed twin-clutch automatic gearbox and a 5.2-litre V10 engine that sounds like it belongs in an F1 racer from the noughties, not a road car that's currently on sale. How much power you get depends on the model you go for. The V10 Performance RWD has 570 PS, gets from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds and keeps going until it hits a top speed of 204 miles per hour. Performance is key, meaning fuel economy is almost a side issue in a car like this, but for reference, you'll not get much better than 20 miles per gallon in a mixture of driving. It might be worth upgrading the 73-litre fuel tank for the optional 83-litre version. As you'd expect, the R8 comes fitted with a car alarm and is pre-wired to accept a tracker that'll lead the police to its location if it's nicked. Join us as we take you inside the luxurious interior of the Audi R8 2024. Discover how every element is meticulously crafted for both aesthetic appeal and ergonomic perfection. The driver-centric design ensures that every touchpoint enhances the joy of driving. Are you ready to witness the future of automotive excellence? Subscribe to our channel for more updates and in-depth reviews. The Audi R8 2024 awaits, promising an exhilarating blend of performance and sophistication. Buckle up for a journey into the automotive frontier.